We got Andrew, Steven, Cody, Haley, and Caleb. Did you guys know that 76% of all Americans that were once convicted felons in the first 5 years getting out end up back in prison? Good afternoon, my name is Devin Aguila, and today I will be informing you on the reasons why the prison system in America needs a change. I believe this is a topic that all of you should know, so that way maybe if you have friends or family that are felons or in prison, you have people that work within the prison system, or you just don't know what's going on between the walls of prison, it's a good way to know how they're being treated and ways that we can help them. I have spent hours and hours researching this topic to try to get you guys the most credible and accurate information possible. My main points to try to get this topic across to you guys is the inhumane conditions of prison, prison violence, and just how we can implement programs and opportunities for felons to actually have a life and stay away from prison once they get out. My first point talks about inhumane prison conditions, whether this be the latrines, what they eat, their exercise activities, where they sleep, where they live every day. Everything falls into that category of inhumane conditions. Today I have a story, a personal experience from my uncle. He's a correctional officer, and we were just sitting out of the blue. We were talking about a job, and he decided to tell me that every day when he goes to work, he feels sad for the inmates. He sees what they eat, and it disgusts him. He sees how guards treat them, and he sees their living conditions, and it really upsets him. And in his position in the correctional facility, it's hard for him to make a change, but he just wanted to let me know that it's sad, and he hates seeing them being treated like animals and not human beings. Some may argue that they deserve to be treated this way. They committed the crime, and that's what they get. That's what they get. Well, I think at the end of the day, everyone is a person. Despite what you have done, whether you regret it or not, you are a person, and you should be treated as such. I think a way that we can solve this problem is just getting it known, whether that be to guards, to their chain of command, to social media, making the problem known, so that way the higher ups in the prison systems can see that people are noticing how the inmates are being treated and how they can change and give them a better life. My second point talks about the dangers of prison, whether it be drug violence, gang violence, fighting over different types of contraband, everything under that. I have a definition from the article, Symbolic Violence and Prison Wives, Gender Roles and Protective Pairing in Men's Prisons. This gives us a definition for protective pairing. This basically means when a man and or woman gives up their body in exchange for protection, basically giving up their body for sex to be protected from bigger and badder men, gangs, that sort of thing. At the end of the day, it's a very sad topic to talk about. It's basically prostitution, and people are doing it just so at the end of the day they can live and see another day. I think we can solve this problem by the guards getting better training. The guards actually treating them as if they're people and not animals. Some guards just turn a blind eye to it and let them fight. That is not the right thing. Guards need to stop anything that they might even find a little suspicious if there's a fight, because people are getting hurt, and giving up sex just to be protected is not okay. My last point talks about how prisons need more programs and opportunities to help their inmates for once they get out and they can have a better life. Here on this graph, it shows the homelessness rates among formerly incarcerated people. All formerly incarcerated is pretty high at 200. So this is the general public being homeless, not being able to find a job, just a really bad life after prison. Women are higher than men. Black out of all the races are higher. Hispanic being second and white being least. This is the ages and how many times they've been incarcerated. The times they've been incarcerated more than once is extremely high, and this is the time since they've been released. I have a quote from a former inmate from the article, "It still haunts me what it is like to get a job after prison in America." Alvarez said he felt both programs helped him move forward professionally. Through learning the necessary skills to get a job or start and run a business helped him stay focused and confident with things trembling. He didn't want to go back on the street selling drugs, so the programs that he did have in prison, which were very few, helped him a lot to stay off the streets and out of prison. Some may argue that these people don't care about what programs can be offered to them in prison, so they will not attend them or care about them. I think this is false because a lot of people just don't know what's out there for them in the prison systems to help them get a life after prison. A lot of times there's not really anything, so no one, or they're not getting the correct information of how they can be informed of these things, and people are just not taking advantage of it. In conclusion, I informed you guys on how to get you to see my point of view in the prison system in America and how things need to be overhauled and changed from the ground up to give people better living conditions, food conditions, keep them away from prison violence, and also give them more programs, opportunities, so that way when they get out of prison, they do not end up back there. Remember that whether they committed a crime, whether they regret it or not, at the end of the day, they are still humans, and they deserve to be treated as such. Thank you.